What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Bitcoin Morning Brief with your host, Tone Vase. I wasn't really going to do one today because I have my seminar that I need to get to in about an hour. But I was going to bed last night. Bitcoin was like 10,400, 10,500. And I'm like, okay, maybe we can get out of this, bearish posture. And then I just wake up like 30 minutes ago and I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell happened? So I actually have no idea what happened. So, just got up, threw on my favorite shirt, and bringing it to you live. We're all going to look at the charts together. I have not seen anything, no time frame, no nothing. Haven't looked at a single chart since yesterday. I had a bunch of work to do here in the city. As you can see, I'm already in the city, and let's take it from here. I forgot my webcam too, which is why I'm on like laptop camera. I'm sure people are going to complain. Screw them. All right. Learn trading, guys. My usual disclaimer is an educational disclaimer. I want you all to learn trading. I want you to understand why you were losing money before you learn how to trade. Not that you are guaranteed to make money after you learn how to trade, but at least you understand what's going on. So please check out the educational tools of Liberty Life Trail. I'm gonna try to fill out the Learn Bitcoin and the Learn Economics section. A lot of work to do there, but learn trading. And sections 1 to 5 are traditional stuff. Section 6 is more advanced and kind of what I focus on. All right. If you are interested in, more information that's not free, please check out the consulting section. And as you know, later today, I'm going to not reply to any of your comments because I will be spending the entire day in the city, New York City, in order to teach my trading seminar. And this schedule is going to be fully filled out this weekend. A lot of things are going to change as of Monday. My show might be a little bit different, so stay tuned. A really great interview lined up for On the Record for tomorrow. Okay. Also, point of note, this was absolutely hilarious, the Tone Vase Bitcoin Morning Brief parody. I should probably put that in the description of this video. Check out Line Rider TA. I will add this to the description of my video. It's just absolutely hilarious. I actually could not watch the whole thing. I just I just watched it in bits and pieces. It was very difficult for me to watch it. It's just too funny of someone making fun of me in a hilarious way. But I will watch it tomorrow, I swear. I'll watch it in full. I'll sit down and sit through it. But yes, that's a very funny parody. I caught bits and pieces of it. Really, there's some funny lines. 30-minute chart doesn't work in February for obvious reasons. The cup and shoulder pattern, it's a really awesome parody. All right. Also, Crush the Street interview. That was really cool. Check out my Crush the Street interview. There's other great parodies like the Bitcoin karaoke song by Trade with Dave. Check out my Twitter lately. Really cool stuff. All right. Check that out. And I'll probably talk more about this. Speaking of Bitcoin karaoke, check out this channel, the Crypto Karaoke channel. It's also funny. I hear there's a lot more videos that are about to come out. But anyway, let's get to the price. Enough small talk. That was only 3 minutes. It's not bad. I'm improving here. All right. So the weekly chart is back to a very bearish posture. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is the candle close. So for me, the close of candle is very, very important, right? And if our current candle closes on the weekly chart at the bottom of the price, right? Like if we go all the way down and we close near the bottom of this candle, this is not going to be good going into next week. Now, the probability that next week we're going to get an 8, we would need to close below $8,200 to get an 8. Am I expecting that to happen next week? Not exactly, but it's not out of the question. Bitcoin can certainly. Oh, sorry, guys. Bitcoin can certainly have some downside here, and that is absolutely possible. Okay, so let's see how this week closes, and then we take it from there. Okay. Right now, this weekly candle is not looking very good. We are back below the Fibonacci line. and we're looking to close near the bottom of the candle. The daily chart. So again, the daily chart is not going to give you any information on what happened last night. For that, we're going to have to go to a lower level time frame. But I'm looking at the daily here, and the daily here is not good. Once again, we have a lower low, and as of now, we have a lower close. Now, we still have about 12 hours left in this candle. Can this candle close at the top of the range? Of course it can. Can it close even lower than the overnight low? Of course it can. Okay, but right now this is a bad posture. Now you do have a higher intraday high, which is basically uh, a bit of a bull trap on a very small time frame, right? But I warned you guys in a video 24 hours ago that your short trades were potentially, you should have been stopped out of all your short trades, okay? Now, those short trades could have probably been already re-entered. And if they haven't been re-entered right now, is probably a pretty damn good time to re-enter these short trades. But keep in mind that you are already on a 4 of 9 going down. And you should not be entering any positions when it comes to 5s, 6s, 7s, or 8s. That's when you should be looking to exit your positions as you head into the 9. Like the time to enter is 1 to 4. So this is really your last candle on the daily to get into a really good short trade if you are using daily candles. Now, I foresaw the 50-day moving average of being formidable resistance, and we did not even get to the 50-day moving average, right? We stopped a bit short of the 50-day moving average. And so I thought there could be even more upside into the 10,800 before reversal, but it looks like we were stopped short at exactly 10,500. Okay, let's see if the 4-hour chart gave us any clues. Well, the 4-hour chart, again, this blue line is probably my stop loss line from short trades. That line was clearly crossed, and we came very close to the 50-period moving average on the 4-hour. But I also explained in the last video that the 50-period moving average wasn't all that significant on the 4-hour, but you still could have used it in your trading. Now, the Fibonacci line, however, was significant, or it wouldn't really be there. It was part of our triple support cluster, which has now acted as a resistance point, okay? So I'm not surprised at all that the 4-hour chart reversed from this area of 10,500, because that's the area that was holding us up, the $10,300-400 area. We went a little bit higher, and then boom, this monster candle that took place at 11 p.m. last night. That's actually when I was going to bed. I wanted to get some sleep for today's seminar. I've been up kind of early, actually. I guess I woke up early, couldn't fall back asleep. So no clue what happened, no clue what the news event was. But let's zoom in further into the 1-hour chart and see if it could have been, spotted. Once again, I'm falling more and more in love with the aggressive 13s. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but I've been saying on many, many videos already that the aggressive 13, and this is not my latest code, by the way, like I'm testing out the new code, so I hope that I have to double check that the latest code still has this aggressive 13 in there. This was an 8. Didn't really get you to a 9, so it wasn't an amazing indicator. The volume wasn't even all that great. I mean, look at the volume at 7 p.m. on February 22nd, as opposed to this big drop last night at 1 a.m. on February 24th. The volume was even smaller. You had a larger volume. But again, this is just Bitfinex, right? Like, I don't know which exchange drove the price down. I haven't had time to look, nor would I have time to look today. There was a bigger volume spike later. So what I can tell you is with certainty that Bitfinex did not drive the price down. We should probably zoom in even further because that was a really interesting candle. Let's go to 30 minutes. So what do we got on 30 minutes? So the whole calamity happened at 1:30 in the morning Eastern time, where the price fell from 10,400 while bottoming out at 9,500. So that was a wow, that was a $900 drop in 30 minutes with a swift rebound. I'm not really sure what exchange drove it. Let's see. I'm looking at the comments. Maybe someone's gonna comment. Yeah, not sure. I can try another exchange. I mean, let's see what the volume on Bitstamp was. Oops, I'm on futures, cryptocurrency, BTC, USD. Let's take a look at Bitstamp. See what their volume was. Yeah, see, their volume also came in huge on that secondary candle a few hours ago. So not sure what drove this price down. What other big exchanges on there? Let's see what Coinbase had. Again, the volume came later. Maybe someone saw a thin order book and just wanted to take advantage. And it looks like Bitfinex did drive the volume down, because I can tell that because of the spike. See how the spike isn't all that bad and the volume is not bad? What other big exchanges are there? I mean, did I do Gemini already? Yeah, I did. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so if I had to guess at what happened, I would say Bitfinex drove down the price. I would also say somebody saw a very thin order book at Bitfinex and had enough Bitcoin to drop it on Bitfinex. Now you would say, why would they do that? Why would they dump on market on Bitfinex to crush the Bitfinex thin order book? And my answer is, well, maybe it had to do with option expiration. Okay. So now granted, this is not option expiration, sorry, futures. They make money in the futures market. Now, granted, the futures on the CME should have already been closed, right? Those futures settle as of Friday. This happened very late Friday night. So it's possible that they had a big position in other futures markets, maybe BitMax, maybe something else, right? They had a big leverage position. And when you see a thin order book on something like Bitfinex, and you have the ability to crush the price, you can then make up for all of those losses in the futures market, because there you can be up to 100 times leveraged. Okay, so I'm actually curious how BitMax handled it. So I think that's XBT, XBT, BitMax. That's the index. So it would be XBT USD, perpetual inverse swap contract. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so PI8 or PI2? I mean, H is March, but I'm not sure what 8 or 2, what difference between 8 and the 2 are. Okay. So I can look at that daily. No, not what I need. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to look at the BitMax prices here. Again, not what I need. It's the swap stuff. Can I do this on a 30-minute chart or a 1-hour chart? I can. No, this price swing didn't go as far. So I don't know. We got to find out what happened at Bitfinex, guys. I don't know. Oops, didn't need to do that. Yeah, this video will have to end in about 3 minutes, so I'm just going to finish up here. I'm just going to tell you my general thoughts. BTC USD. I don't even know why I went on this treasure hunt. Where's Bitfinex? Okay, here we go. Okay, so as we look at this hourly chart, right, we're coming up on a 9. We're staying above the setup trend dotted line. I can see it right there. Let's see if we can get this 9 and still kind of stay above this TDST line, but that's kind of, that's is a very thin margin here. So the next couple of hours, and then we'll look for a bounce. But this is not looking good, right? Because now you have this monster double bottom here, and I don't think this is going to hold. I really don't think this is going to hold. All the volume spikes are red, and this is not looking good. I mean, your hourly is certainly bearish. Look, the 200-day moving average is starting to decline. 200-hour moving average is starting to decline. This channel that has been fairly good to us has now pretty much been tested from the downside. Oops. Almost, anyway, close enough within margin of error, that's for sure. And you're back below the 50-hour. You're back at this double bottom on the hourly chart. Everything's looking bearish for Bitcoin right now. This is the 4-hour chart. Once again, you are holding on by the skin of your teeth with this Fibonacci line at 9,600. You are back at 9,600. The 4-hour has closed at a new lower low. It has given you a new intraday low, though only on Bitfinex, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, this is not good. Not good. The daily is giving you a lower close if this candle stays this way for the next 12 hours. I'm looking for more downside here. We can start talking about potential targets next time, but my initial target now becomes this yellow line. I mean, it's there for a reason, the 200-day moving average. And that's at around 8,600. Like, can the 9,000 area hold us up? I hope it can. Guys, I don't want Bitcoin to go down. Like, I don't want to lose, I already lost 50% of my life savings here. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose another, 90% of my life savings if we do go to that $1,300 target. It's not what I want. And it's funny how people like seem to go nuts whenever I talk about the possibility of Bitcoin going down, but people talking about the stock market crashing every day for the existence of the stock market seems to be okay. Like, I don't want the stock market to go down either. I want the stock market perpetually to go up. I don't want, people robbing me because they're broke, right? Because they lost their jobs. When a stock market crashes, people lose their jobs, and then they, start to rob other people for money. So I don't want the stock market to crash. So for the same reason, I don't want Bitcoin to crash. But hey, when I see something bearish in the stock market, I'll say it. When I see something bearish in Bitcoin, I'll say it. So right now, Bitcoin is looking very bearish to me, and this is not looking good at all. Speaking of the stock market, this is fitting. The yield stopped perfectly on one of these 9s, and we're now going down. This means I'm expecting the stock market to actually also go down, though for some reason it's going up. So let's see how this goes. Bonds are going up and stocks are going up together, and then we have bonds going down and stocks going down together. Like, that's not normal. Something is going to have to give. I was looking for the stock market to give me another, that was yesterday's candle. Maybe it was a one-off. We'll see. It was a Friday, so I mean the market's not going to trade this weekend. All right, guys, it's 8:05 a.m. I'm pretty much done. That's natural gas. I don't care about that anymore. All right, I gotta get to my venue. I gotta do my seminar today. No QA. Please check out the affiliate section of my website if you would like to support my work and continuing to watch my videos, because I'm still enjoying being a content creator. All right, I'll flip on my camera, say goodbye to you guys. I totally forgot my webcam, and I'm already in the city, and it's time to go and do a seminar. Talk to you all later.